Greetings, fellow Earthlings. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of And Another Thing with Dave. I want to thank all of our listeners from all over the world. Please do subscribe and share if you're not already. All right, let's get into it.
No worries.
Hey, where you from? Where you from? Another thing. Where you from, man?
Northern California, bro.
Oh, you from
Where you
where I'm
people?
from? Where you at? Sac,
Sonoma County.
Sonoma. I'm in Alameda.
Oh, no way. My sister just moved out of Alameda to Mendocino County just 6 months ago.
Okay, that's what's up.
Right on, bro. My grandmother, as a matter of fact, my father was born in Oakland and, in East Oakland, 86th Avenue. And my
Okay.
grandmother had a house there till the crack epidemic hit. And, we can blame that on George Bush and Bill Clinton and Ollie North, can't we?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
Hold on. What about Ronald Reagan though?
You crazy.
Hey, don't forget about
You
Ronald
serious?
Reagan.
Oh, yeah. Sleepy old Ronald Reagan? Oh, yeah. He was guilty as fuck,
Yo, you
too.
know what's so fucked
Didn't
up?
see that one
You know what's
coming.
so fucked up about that, man? Ronald Reagan turned a blind eye when to the Clinton. This is when Clinton was y'all remember that series on HBO called Banging in Little Rock? I don't know if
No.
y'all remember that, man.
Nah.
All right, there was a series called Banging in Little Rock. It was about the gangs in Little Rock, Arkansas. But
Oh,
Clinton,
shit.
man, a lot of people don't know during the Iran Contra affair,
Yeah,
they was
I've seen
flying the
that.
dope. They was flying the dope in, and it was landing in Mesa Airport in Mesa, Arkansas. And
Mena,
Bill
Arkansas.
Clinton, Bill Clinton turned a blind eye when he was the governor of Arkansas. This is where the drugs first came in at, and then they put it in L.A. and Watts and Compton and Brooklyn and St. Louis. They put it in all our areas, man. This was during Reagan, and then the nigga Reagan wife go run a campaign talking about just say no.
Yeah.
Ain't that
Just
some
say
wicked
no.
ass shit, man?
You know what?
They like
She
Yo,
came
that's
up
they
some
with
like
that
doing
wicked
that kind
joke.
of
ass
stuff.
shit, man.
They love doing that
Check
kind
this.
of stuff. They
Check
think
this
that
out.
shit hilarious.
Nancy Reagan came up with just say no right after she got out of the Betty Ford Rehabilitation Clinic. Are you
Yep.
kidding me? Right? Now this is a rehab for rich ass people and rock stars. So, if you're like Kurt Cobain or Ronald Reagan, you can go to the Betty Ford Clinic. But if you're like me, you go to the corner clinic, right? So
Or
so
to the
these
bedroom
motherfuckers,
out the door.
thank you. Or you just you cold turkey it and you lock the door. Thank you.
Yep.
So, and I've done both. I've done it all. I've been strung out on opiates from back injuries to the point where I had to go to Oregon to my sister's house and cold turkey for 30 days, sweating out like 15 different pills, right?
Yeah.
So these people are not trying to help you, man, at all. The Clintons, I call it the Clinton Crime Foundation, right? The Bush family, the Bush crime family. Like these are mafias, man. These are mafias. They don't give a fuck about us. Are you kidding me? About the working person? Hell no.
Well,
Like
I wouldn't exactly put you in the same boat as us, but I hear what
well,
you're saying.
well, no, I'm not.
Well,
I'm
let
not
me
trying to
tell
say
you.
I'm the same as. I'm not trying to say I'm the
Well,
same as you. All I'm saying is working class people. We can identify there, right?
well, another thing.
Somewhat.
Let me tell you another thing. Let me tell you the difference, though. When they flooded our communities with crack, right? They was
Oh yeah.
actually arrested. They would arrest you if you was found with crack.
Hell yeah.
Even though you
And
was
in the crime,
even though you was even though you was a user, they would treat you as if you was a dealer. See, with heroin, with the opioid epidemic in the white community, they made it a health crisis, and
oh yeah.
they're not locking up opioid addicts the way they was locking up crack addicts. That's the bullshit.
Well, you're exactly right. And you know what's crazy about it is you could get arrested for a gram of powdered cocaine and you get a way less jail time. But a gram of crack cocaine, you get way more jail time. It's the same goddamn drug, right?
Yeah, but
Absolutely.
one is more expensive than the other. But this is
Well, yeah,
like I
exactly.
said,
Well,
man. This is
and the
this
CIA
and this is what
imported
we
one.
yeah. But this is again. This is why. And we are always the target. We're the target.
Yep, straight up.
Period. Like it's no like, and you got people on. You got so-called black people on this app, right? That claim there's no such thing as systemic racism, as institutionalized. Like, how can you claim that shit, man? How can you even do that?
Fuck those people. Fuck Candace Owens. Fuck Colin Powell. Fuck all these sellout white motherfuckers with black skin who sell their own people down the goddamn river while they're just getting rich. And that's what's
Hold
up.
Well, they got
on,
they got brown
man.
skin. They got brown. They
Hold on.
got brown. They got brown skin. It's
Yeah,
brown.
you-
It's
you
brown.
going-
Hold on, let 40 go.
It's brown
Okay.
skin. We ain't black. We ain't black. It's brown skin.
All
I
right,
don't give a
all
fuck
right.
about black, brown, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But at the same time, you don't got no right to call out none of us. You feel me? You don't do that.
I didn't call out anybody. I called out a bunch of
I'm saying
white
Colin Powell,
political
Candace
criminals.
Owens, that's still, regardless, it's our brothers and sisters.
Okay, well, I'll just quote.
Whatever their mindset is, you know, or whatever. That's
Okay.
you know, we love them
I'll-
regardless. I'm just letting you know. That's how
I feel
get
you.
down.
So I'll just quote Dave Chappelle then. I know Candace Owens' pussy stank. That's what Dave Chappelle said. I didn't say it. He said it.
Oh, man.
So, and I agree. You know that pussy stank because she sold the fuck out. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying regardless. Of how.
Like
you
Colin
know,
Powell. Colin Powell, come on. Do
Colin Powell
you
just-
love him as a black person, or do you look at him as a traitor for all people? Like that motherfucker killed 1 million Iraqis.
Iraqis are not my brothers.
Okay. How about Colin Powell got his start?
Yo, hold on. That's not what this is about. That's not what we talk. Yo, come on. Somebody got to moderate this motherfucker, man. That's not what we talking about, man. We building, man.
Hold on,
That's
Judah,
what
hold
I'm
on.
talking about.
Hold on, let 40 go real quick. There's some dialogue.
No, I'm
Don't-
saying,
don't
yeah, Iraqis are not our brothers, man.
All I'm saying is the 1% are keeping everybody down. That's all I'm saying.
Is you, as a white man, don't have no right to be talking about no brothers or sisters. That's
Come
all
on,
I'm
bro.
Okay, but I'm a free human being and I don't need a right because we have we have free speech. So how can you say I don't have a right to how could you say I don't have a right to talk about a certain topic when I'm talking to benefit your cause? How can you even say that?
Our cause.
No, you're not benefiting our cause. Do you know what do you think our cause is?
I have no idea, but my father was in the Martin
So
Luther
then,
King
wait,
march.
hold on.
So for
You
you
ain't
to
got nothing to
tell
talk
me,
about. Y'all muting me. Y'all need to mute this motherfucker, man. He don't talking about he benefiting our cause. How you benefit? What you don't even know what the cause is. What's the cause?
Judah,
what should
Judah,
I not
what-
talk on? What
Judah,
should I
what-
talk on, or what should I not
You can't
talk
speak.
on?
The
tell me.
only thing you need to be speaking. Let me tell you. Don't mute me. The only thing you need to be speaking on. You need to be coming apologizing for what your motherfucking people have done to our people. That's it.
That's it.
What else is there to talk about?
Bro, my father was
if
my
Colin
father was
Powell
in the
and-
Martin Luther
and-
King
and
march in
Colin-
1968.
they're a sellout.
I don't give
You
a
guys
fuck
made-
about that
you
shit.
guys made
Martin
them
Luther King. Yo, Martin Luther. Yo,
you're the
segregate.
reason why
Yo,
they're a
desegregate. Hey, hold on, 40. Let me say this, 40. Big boy would appreciate this. Desegregation was one of the worst things that ever happened to the black community. We was better in the back of the bus. We was better in the back. We was better when we had our own schools. We had our own hospitals. We had our own businesses. Desegregation was one of the worst things that happened to us.
So I shouldn't talk about how all people are equal?
No, we're not equal. We're not equal to you. What are you talking about? We above you. You came from us.
Exactly.
Okay, so now we have a division that you are causing.
the division
No,
all
we've
these
always
years.
had this division. We've always had this division has been since the creation of time.
So you're
You
better
can't
than
get
me.
black people. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
You don't
Can
even
you
know
get
me,
black
but
people?
you're better
Let me
than me.
ask you this. It's not about. I don't have to know you. I don't have to know you. Let me ask you. Can you get
Yeah.
so-called black people from white people?
Yeah, you put them in the snow for 1,000 years.
Y'all hear this stupid shit?
How the fuck do you think it happened? Melanation and non-melanation. It's a fucking
Y'all hear
symbol
this
of
stupid shit?
being near the sun or being far away from the sun. Are you kidding me? People lived in
Hey,
caves.
hey,
They got tails.
hold on, man. Hold on. Listen, man. Judah, you my boy, and I didn't move you, but nobody gonna run this show but me and Big Boy. I didn't even move you, but nobody gonna run the show but me and Big.
I
No matter
felt
what
like I
color.
got attacked. I felt like I got attacked there, and I'm not attacking anybody. I'm trying to draw lines of commonality where we join together. I'm not trying to fight. I'm
I'm
trying
not
to
trying to join
join.
you. I ain't trying to join you.
Why not? Why are you not trying to join with humanity? We are all one. Why are you being a separatist? Why?
Because I can't
Because
trust
you're
you.
better? Because you're
I
better
feel
than?
like I am. I feel like I am.
Okay, so pride, isn't that a sin? Pride, you're proud of yourself, and you think you are better than me, but you don't even know me, dog. So that's a sin. You're sinning right now. Check yourself. Check yourself. Come on, come humble, people. Come humble. We are all just human beings, right?
You got something,
Come
Big Boy?
Huh?
You got something to say?
Nah, I'm just falling back. I'm just listening, man. I'm just really listening. I'm gonna say this, and I got much respect for my brother Big Body. I got much respect for Judah, but like I don't know, man. I just see things different. I sit back and I always try to evaluate myself, check myself, and I'm gonna be honest, man. I think a motherfucker like Candy Owens and any coon motherfucker that's out here need to hear the shit this man saying.
Thank
Because
you.
a lot of our people suck ass, so they need to hear it coming from the horse's mouth that we don't want to hear that shit you on, all this kumbaya shit you on.
Yeah,
You know?
I've heard
Thank
Candace
you.
Owens say
What?
that. Hold on. I've heard Candace Owens say that
Yeah.
George Floyd deserves to get killed
Yeah,
because
bro. Yeah,
because of
bro.
what,
I
That's
heard
why
because
I'm
that
saying
too.
what he did 5 years and 10 years before. Like so,
right,
man,
right.
fuck her.
And that
And
made
all,
me
Fuck her.
Fuck
that
right.
her,
made
And all,
me
man.
and
want
all I'm saying
That
is,
shit ain't bothering me
and,
what he
and
said
all I'm
about him.
saying is, people like him is the reason why they act the way they act.
people like who?
No, not him. Because he calling
People like
White
niggas
who?
out.
people. I'm talking about white people. Him.
Oh,
Okay,
well, yeah.
white people aren't all the same, bro. I
People
know a
like
bunch
him
of
is
people.
why they act the way they act.
Like saying white people are all the same
I
is
can't
saying
blame
black people are all
I
the
can't
same.
blame
Are you
them
kidding
for
me?
that mindset.
You kidding me? Come
I
on,
can't do it.
check yourself. Wow.
I can't blame them for that mindset. It's unfortunate that they went that route. That's all. So as far as saying fuck them, no, I feel sad for
Candace Owens sold her soul to the white man,
them.
to
Exactly.
CNN, bro.
I
He
understand
telling
that.
the truth, man. He telling the truth, bro. Fuck.
I understand.
Because
If you
you
what
gotta
you
look at
feel
it
what
like
he's
this,
saying
Big Body.
is true.
Big Body, you gotta look
How are you gonna
at it
lash
like
out at
this.
me?
Hold
How
up,
are you
fam.
gonna lash out at me? Because that
fam.
bitch sold her soul.
Hold up, fam.
Hold on. Let Big Boy go.
I'm just saying.
So this
I
the
don't
way
care.
this
I
what we
don't
got.
care.
This we
Go
would want
40.
them when we speak the truth about them. We want them to respect our man when we telling the truth because they tell us we racist. When we speak the truth, they tell us we racist and everything else, right? So, hey, the man, now I would have got on his ass if he would have said something that wasn't the truth. But shit, if he speak the truth, it is what it is, man. Like what he's saying about Candace Owens is the fucking truth. I can't get
I
mad at the truth.
understand what he's saying is true, but I'm talking about beyond what caused that mindset. That's what I'm talking about. Something happened to
Well,
her
I'm talking about too,
Yeah.
bro.
to become a
Ra-
coon.
Yeah, I feel
Systemic,
it. You know I feel
systemic
that, Big Boy.
racism. That's what I'm talking
You,
about. And Candace
you know I
Owens
feel that, Big
sold
Body.
out
You know I
and
feel
sold
that.
her soul.
I know you
Yeah.
know that.
something. So I understand what she said and why she said it, but she's doing it for some type of protection. She's doing it so she can be
So she could
Yeah.
be
accepted.
rich. So she could
I
be
re-
rich, dude. That's it.
I
So
respect
she could
that.
make money.
I feel Big Body saying she's doing that for for white supremacy. You know,
Exactly.
because of white supremacy. It's a what Big
Yep.
Body is saying
This
is
is not.
Candace
This is
Owens
not.
is
This is not her.
a
This is not
byproduct
natural.
of white supremacy, right?
This is not
You
natural. This is not
you could
who she really
you could
is.
say she was
This
a
is what
house N-word, right? She's basically a house N-word. She has sold herself to that point where she's just a vocal point. She's a microphone for CNN, for corporate America.
It don't feel good coming from the guy, but he telling the truth, man. That's all I can say. Yeah.
Thank you, big boy. Thank you for having my back, big boy. Because you know me, dog.
It's just about the truth.
I'm not
man.
gonna
Like,
let
you
no
know,
white
that's
boy
that's
talk
all
about
the
no
end of the
brother
day
or
about the
sister.
truth.
Never,
But hold on.
never. I'm never gonna do it. I don't
But
give a fuck if it's true or not. I'm never gonna allow that shit.
what's my thing?
Big Body, you saying that, Big Body, but if Candace Owens,
I'm never
but
going
listen what I'm
to
saying.
allow that
Candace
shit.
Owens will turn on you quicker than a racist white man will, bro. Like, that's what you gotta realize. That man, Candace Owens don't give a fuck about us, man. She don't give a fuck about us, man.
So 40 acres. What if
She don't give a
Candace
damn
Owens?
about us. Candace Owens will turn her back on us, man.
No, and that's what I'm
40
saying.
acres.
And I understand.
I got a
I
question.
understand.
I got a question for 40 acres. What if Candace Owens was pointing a gun at you? Like she does with her words, right? Because with her words, she's pointing a gun at you. But what if she was physically pointing a gun at you?
Man, Candace Owens
Well,
the one that say, let me be the
put it.
master.
Let me put it
You
at.
ain't gotta
Put
waste
it
your
to
sweat,
you as.
master. I got a master. Let me be
Let,
them for you. Man,
let
I'm
me
not
put
gonna
it to
love
you
no
this.
motherfucker
Let me
like
put
that,
it to you
man.
this way. Just like how black people, when they talk about black on black crime and black people killing black people, all I feel is that's all. It's 360. All of it's the same shit.
It's created.
Black people killing black people over what you say, death, white supremacy,
yeah,
and it's just
And
it's just in a way it's systemic racism.
it is.
I can't blame her for what happened to her. Something happened where she stopped trusting black people.
Well, so do you know that Nixon's head aide on his deathbed, he came out and he told the truth. He said, "We created the war on drugs to arrest black people for heroin and hippies for marijuana." So what they did is they were smuggling out of Vietnam. That's why the war went on so long. They were smuggling heroin out, dropping it into the inner cities.
Always at 100% at all times showing unity. I don't give a fuck who this person is or who.
What do you mean?
I'm always 100% of the time, no matter who the black person is or no matter what they may have said, at all times showing unity because
I'm talking about white people.
They look for gaps.
You're cutting me off. I was telling a story about how white people brought drugs to the inner city.
Right now, they look for gaps. That's what they look for. When I'm about those braces. I'm trying to have no gaps.
I don't know what you're talking about, gaps. That's like something you created. That's like your language. But what I was talking about is history. So could we talk about Vietnam history and how did heroin get from way far East Asia to New York? Guess how? The CIA, bro. The CIA. Nixon's head aide admitted on his deathbed that they smuggled heroin into the inner cities and marijuana into the suburbs so they could arrest blacks for heroin and hippies for marijuana. Because if you had a felony, you can't vote. And guess what? Most people that do drugs vote Democratic. So the Republicans were like, let's lock up all these fucking people that vote left. And so that's fact. That is fact. That's not my opinion.
anyway, like I was saying, so you can behind closed doors, we can handle what we need to handle and say what we need to say about the cooneries of of the Candace Owens and the Colin Powell. But in front of them, I'm never going to show any type of divide. Never.
I'm sorry, I can't walk. I mean, they anything we build with them, man, that shit gonna be strong. It's gonna go to shambles, man.
Like I said,
Like they not for us.
behind closed doors, we can strategize behind that. But in front of them, I'm never
Like
going to show that divide.
like you would rather be a team member with Freeway Ricky Ross than with me?
Like I just said, behind closed doors, we'll strategize and we'll handle that with them.
There we go.
But I don't need your assistance on handling it.
Dude, all I'm trying to do.
I'm going to ever show you guys is unity.
Okay, well that's awesome. That's awesome, and that's strength, and I respect that. But all I'm trying to do, bro, is form unity among all people, right? Like
Yeah,
my dad was born in Oakland. I was born in 1967. The world went to shit right then, right? All of our leaders were assassinated. The Black Panthers had to come up because the police were such fucking pigs at that moment in Oakland. They were fucking murdering people at a feverish pace. The Black Panthers were born to police the police, right? They're made out to be some terrorist group, and it's all bullshit. They were a fucking.
I'm from here. I know how to get down.
Yeah, thank you, bro. So I'm not talking to you. I'm just talking to the world right now because I don't know who's listening, right? So I'm telling everybody, not you. I'm telling people who might not know, right? They used to do a breakfast program. They fed hungry kids. And guess what? The government didn't like that because guess what? Hungry kids can't learn as well. So they're not going to do as well. So they won't succeed as much. And guess what? That's a way to keep people down on the cheap. Right?
That shit crazy, man. That shit crazy. A white man see the truth. A white man see the game being played clear than a nigga like man, baby. Like I ain't talking about the brother, but that shit, I don't understand that shit, man. That shit crazy, bro.
I'm just a human being, bro, and I pay attention.
Man, I
My eyes
understand what
are.
you say about you a human being, but at the end of the day, you white, man. You white.
Yeah,
Man.
you're right.
Like your people created white and black. I mean, we're a different nation, man. Like
I agree.
we're a different nation, so it is a difference. So we don't have to play that. We all the world thing, man. You know, I respect the fact that you understand the game being played, and you man enough to acknowledge that your people fucked up. It's the games they play in society. I respect that, man.
Yeah, dog. And my family,
but at the same time, what you gonna have to learn to do in dialogue, man. You got to learn who you offend and who you don't offend. Now, a person like me, I mean, the truth is the motherfucking truth. Because when I talk about your nation of people, I don't want to hear no shit about I'm racist and I'm this and that because I'm speaking fact. Just like you speaking fact about Candace Owens. I'm speaking fact when I talk about the nation you come from. You understand what I'm saying? So it's about respect. I give respect to give respect. But if my brother offended by it, man, you got to understand if you want to have dialogue, you just got to be careful what you say around certain people. Because some people get offended by the shit you say.
So I agree. As I said,
I agree. And much respect to everybody, right?
Like you're saying about Candace Owens. I know what she's about. What you said about Colin Powell, I know what she's about.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry, he about as well.
They're just about money. Yeah.
I know what they're about.
Yeah, money.
I don't need you to warn me about who they are. I know who they are.
Bro, I wasn't warning you. I was just speaking my mind. I was just talking shit. I wasn't warning you. That wasn't directed specifically at you.
No, okay,
lighten
not
up.
me, but like you said, to the audience. We in the audience is mostly, brothers. We don't need you to warn. We know, like I said, they're part of our nation.
Okay.
We'll handle that, within.
I get what you're saying, and you know what? I've even had somebody tell me, like, bro, you should stay in your own lane and not comment on certain
That's all
shit.
I'm saying. Just stay in your own lane.
Do you really feel that? Or like, cause I'm saying the same thing that you're saying, so what the
I
fuck? Like,
understand that. I
why
understand
should
that.
I be like, why could I only say certain things? Like, I don't understand that.
Well,
I
of course,
don't get it.
like I stand alone on it, but because you're white.
Like,
That's
bro, okay, so I'm half Irish. I'm half Irish. If you were talking about the crimes that England has created against Ireland, I'd be like, hell yeah, bro. I wouldn't be like, what the fuck are you doing talking about this? You don't have a right.
I wouldn't speak on it.
Why not?
Had nothing to do with us.
Exactly.
Help the fucking cause. It doesn't.
That's
Don't be
not my cause,
selfish.
man.
Help,
Shit,
dude.
the Irish and the English had us as slaves, so fuck them.
Yeah.
Humanity is your cause. You know what the Irish are called? They're called the Black of Ireland of Europe. As a matter of fact, the Irish were used. The Irish were used to build the railroads before the Chinese. Not many people know this. One Irish person died for every mile of track laid, and they chose to use Irish people because they were cheaper than slaves and they were cheaper than an ox, right? An
Congratulations.
ox cost more than a slave at that time, so they used Irish people because they were the cheapest. One person died for every mile of track. I'm not saying I'm better. I'm not saying I'm worse. I'm just saying a lot of people have suffered, and I'm not maybe what you think I am, right? I'm not sitting on some pile of privilege over here. Granted, I have had white privilege. I've been pulled over many times. I've never been killed, right? I've never even been afraid. I got the shit slapped out of me by a bulldog cop once.
Hold on, wait. See that? When you get pulled over, you don't fear for your life.
That's and I'm saying that's white privilege.
So you can't compare that. The point is, we don't need anyone else to speak against what's going on in our house, or to speak on what's going on in our house with our family.
Bro, Martin Luther King Jr. tried to unite all people against the plight.
He was a coon,
against the plight of racism and against the plight of poverty.
This is what. So, what did Martin Luther King say after the fact? You understand? After the fact, he tried to do all of that. What was his state?
When he came to his senses,
He don't
And
know
what did
that.
he say?
stop being a
What did he say? And what did he say?
He got shot by
No,
the
he
FBI.
What did he say? What did he say before he died? Before he died, what did he say?
They don't put that in the
Tell me.
textbook.
He said, I'm gonna tell you what he said. He said he fears that he integrated his people into a burning house. That's what he said.
But what does that mean?
So
That mean all that I got a dream bullshit was bullshit, and he realized it after. All that.
I mean, I agree.
Bullshit.
I agree about the burning house because the idea of the American dream, it's bullshit. There is good luck becoming a millionaire. Good fucking luck with that, right? It's a fucking dream. Like George Carlin, the comedian, said, the only reason people believe it is because they're asleep, right? So I agree with that. Like, are you kidding? But
it's a great.
What he ended up fighting for was to end poverty, right?
No. He was fighting so he could walk around with his white woman he loved. He was fighting for integration, man. That was the bullshit. And he realized that. They put a cap in his ass for that.
anyway,
I know
the
that.
point is what the brother said. Like, we know what's
I just don't understand. If you're having a parade for an issue, isn't it better to have more people in the parade? You're telling me you want less people in the parade.
No, it's not. It's not.
Why?
It's not. We don't
explain that.
This the thing, right?
people think
How are you
numbers
going to
is
get more?
power. See, hold on, wait,
How
wait,
you
wait.
check this out?
Hold
People
on,
think
man.
numbers is power. People think numbers is power, but
Listen,
it's not
listen.
when everybody, because your mission, we not your vision is our vision. It's not your vision. That's the point.
How do you know
Regardless
that?
of because
We
I
barely
know
talk,
that for a fact. I know that for a
bro.
fact.
We
So
barely
My
talk.
vision is not your vision. So
so let me
we
let me
can't
let me
just because. Hold on, real quick, because
You're kicking me out of your organization before you even heard my
we
viewpoint.
don't
You never
want
even
we don't
asked
want
me.
you that we don't want you in our organization.
No.
That's
We
what I
don't
was
need
looking
you in
for.
our organization.
That's what I was looking for. You
so
don't
check
want
this out.
me, and you don't even care just because of
Hold
my
up,
skin
man.
color.
Hold up, everybody, hold
Oh,
up.
don't have any.
There it is.
So
There it
check
is.
this out.
Don't have
That's
any.
Check this out,
racism.
man. Hey,
That's
hey,
racism.
hey, man.
They don't
You
have
have some
anything to do with your
discipline,
skin
bro.
color.
So check this out, man. This is what you gotta realize. This is what people have coming to the consciousness to understand. Our people have tried for so long. Our people have been the most forgiving people, the most people that's fighting to be integrated, where everybody get along. And we realize that's a mistake, the biggest mistake in the world we've been making, because when we look outside the world don't operate like this. The world operates off of privilege. The world operates off of people sticking to themselves and sticking to their kind. When you see other nations of people come over here, they deal with each other from a business perspective, but those people are stick to their own. Arabics, Asians, and all, they stick to their own. They come over here, they excel. Black folks have been always the only one that's running and looking for an answer from a white man. You understand? So we've come to the realization, bro, until we build ourselves up and come together as ourselves, that's when we will have some power for ourselves.
That's
So
awesome.
you got to realize, man, we hundreds of years behind. And within those hundreds of years behind, the biggest fight of the black man is to be fighting to be treated equal from the white man, because this is the white man system. So
So,
we're
bro,
coming to a consciousness to understand that we will never get no equality from a nation of people that's only designed to build themselves up. And we
so
got to
if
learn.
I want to fight with you, why are you going
Hold
to
on.
diss me?
No,
Why are you going to Why are you going to tell me? Why
Check
would you
this
tell
out.
me no?
Wait.
I don't want
Check
you to
this
fight
out.
with me.
Check this out. Check this out. We
I
still
don't get it.
trying to figure out how to fix things with each other. So we
No,
don't.
brother. I'm good.
Why would we include anybody else outside of us when we ain't even got us right yet? You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense. So, secondly, anytime we've ever involved anyone else outside of us in building us up, it was always detrimental. You understand? Third of all,
Historically, I get it. I get it. I
whenever
get it.
right, exactly. So and then when y'all, you know what I'm saying, rose and you know what I'm saying, y'all people were uplifted, we weren't a part of that. So why do everybody
Django,
want to be a part of our uplifting? You understand?
Django.
Like
I wanna say thank you, bro,
come on, man.
because you're.
No,
I want to say, Django, I want to say thank you, first of all, because you're clarifying this. And at first, I just thought you were dissing me, like, fuck, you weren't hearing me, right? Like, now I totally understand where
you
you're
took it
coming from.
personal. You took it
I did.
personal. That's why.
I,
Yeah.
I did.
And let
I
me
did.
let me say this. Let me say this
And I got defensive.
about my brother Big Bunny. I understand my brother's frustration. You understand? I understand where he's coming from, but it's just me. I see it different. I think it's a learning lesson for these coons out here that feel like they can kiss ass and suck ass to be accepted by people that still gonna look at them as nothing but a nigga. So when I hear white folks shit on people like Candace Owens and them, it's because you know, they need, sometimes that's what they need, that harsh reality, to see how a motherfucker really feel about them. You understand? But don't get it twisted. Don't think that
That's like nigga wake up call.
have a
Nigga
different
wake up
understanding.
call. That's what you call it.
There you go. There you go. Just like
People
I
like
try to
Candace
just
Owen,
like I
people
try to
like
give a
Candace
weak
Owen
a white
and
person a
Colin
weak
Powell.
call.
Just like how you mentioned about black people are mentally ill. That's just another sign of mental illness. it's obviously they have a challenge of loving themselves.
But it comes from money, right? They got so much money that now they'd rather love somebody else other than themselves, right?
Well, this is the thing. Like
They sold out. They
they
sold
in
out.
their mind, they're viewed differently than the rest of their people. This is what they think. This is
Right.
how
It's a
they
mental.
feel. This is
Right.
why they act the way they act. They have a
Exactly.
it is a mental illness. But
It is.
that nigga wake up call is needed for people like
No,
that to let
it
them
is.
know you're still black in America. You're not any different than the rest of us. You can't rise above the status of your people individually.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You as an individual can't rise above the status of your people, no matter where you go.
And unless you got a bodyguard, you might get checked someday, right?
No.
It's like this. You guys,
Right?
if we not all on top, none of us on top. That's
Exactly. And that's the point I'm making.
Well,
And
so let me bring up something that might be controversial. How do you guys feel about Barack Obama?
we don't care.
People
Who
don't care at all.
we don't care.
'Cause
Like
to me,
I didn't
to
vote for
me,
him.
to me, he was a Trojan horse. I voted for him the first time, but I didn't the second time. Fuck no. But to me,
I
he
don't
was a
vote at
Trojan.
all.
To me, he was a Trojan horse that opened the door for like corporatism, right? Because I was fucking hopeful, dude. I don't know about you.
Let me ask you this. What do y'all think the president is?
A fucking pawn, a fucking puppet,
Right.
right?
So he not a Trojan horse for nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he ain't like it's all he is doing what he told. That's it.
That's it.
That's every president. They doing what they told. That's why they didn't like Trump. Trump ain't listen to rules. Trump didn't follow rules. He
they
did
knew
what the hell he
that.
wanted
They
to.
knew that from the beginning.
But
That's
what
why
did
they
you say
hated
about
Trump.
but what did you say about a president? So Trump was president, so he's just doing the same thing, bro. He's doing what he's told.
Trump did his own thing.
But by different people though. But come on, dog, you don't get there. Like if you're not listening to the 1%, there's a
Why you
fucking
think?
sniper rifle
Listen.
with
Why you think?
your name on
Why
it,
you
right?
think? Why you think they banned Trump from all social media and stuff like that? Like Trump, that's how you know the president ain't got no power. They banned the president from social media,
Hey,
from Twitter,
hey
and all of
Jago.
that stuff. So,
Hey Jago.
yeah, what's up?
Jago.
What
What's
up?
up, son of Jacob? I mean, son of God. I
It's
mean,
not me. It's not.
son of God.
It's not. I'm Django, man. You know what I'm saying?
Django.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
you guys realize I just
Okay,
you know,
Negro.
no matter what you guys think about Donald Trump, let's just start with the same baseline, right? Like he was given $200 million by his daddy for nothing, and then he fucked up a bunch of businesses, had to file bankruptcy 4 times. He's got 30 contractors that are suing him because he owes them money. So this is somebody you think is good? Like he's an asshole, dude. Come on. He's a bad businessman and he's fucked over everybody he's ever met. And he bought his wife. He's like, make America great again, but he bought a
This is you
foreign
guys'
wife.
politics. This is you guys' government.
He didn't even buy
And
American.
if you're speaking of, has no concern for us.
We don't. Yeah, I was
Hey,
just
family.
gonna say that. We don't really care. Like,
Let me check a couple of these messages, fam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just leave this one here. And it may be unpopular here. All right. For me, I think Obama being the president of America was the greatest thing for Black people in a very long time in this country. And if you want to say around the world too, yeah, it can translate to that. The fact that what he inherited. Now, again, you want to say that the president is a puppet. Cool, I'll agree with that as well. Just for the fact that that was the image that a Black man ran the most powerful country in the world, okay? And not only did he run it, this man ran it efficiently. He ran it efficiently, and he just represented. That is not looked upon today. We do not give Barack Obama credit, and I know the older generations won't, but the newer generations coming, they're going to do it. They're going to give him a statue. You have to give him credit of how he represented black people for 8 years. It has never happened before.
I would give Barack Obama
Trump played the role too. I mean, Trump has to go by the order. He's just president, man. He's not the owner. You know what I'm saying? He's just the chief executive. So he has to do what the order is. And what he was doing, just fucking with the people, just giving them some type of entertainment and shit. That's all, man. When you go get a job, you can't go in there and change nothing. The way the job works has already been set. So the order, the way the United States is going has already been set. He just has to, do what the fuck you told. Because you sure ain't going to change the way it's set. You know what I mean? Peace. Donald Trump is smart, man. I ain't supporting him, man. I'm just saying. Because the United States is a business. It's nothing personal. You don't deal with emotions when dealing with it. But Donald Trump is about business, man. When you're dealing with business, man, you want other people to pay for your dream. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get it, man. Only criminals survive and make it in America or the United States. Because criminals are organized. It's the people that are not organized. So that's why they're not the successful ones. It's the criminals, baby. Peace.
Yeah, what was it? American taxpayers?
Yo, just want to drop in here to give you a shout out.
Can you someone clarify for me? But from my perspective, when it comes down to 40 acres and a mule, a specific group of people should qualify for it. Candace Owens would not, because she's of Caribbean descent. Even if Colin Powell was alive, he wouldn't qualify. Thurgood Marshall himself quite possibly wouldn't qualify for 40 acres and a mule. They're of different descent. Although they're from the diaspora, again, they're not of the same lineage as Native Black Americans. We're a specific group of people. So, again, I'm going to sit and listen because, from my perspective, lineage matters. Thank you.
Hold on. Let me speak on that.
Yeah.
The people of the descendants of the diaspora, or the people of the diaspora, are all of the same descent. The Caribbeans.
No, it's not true.
The Caribbeans, the Bohemians and all of them, the Haitians, you understand? All the Hispanics, all of them. We are all of the same descent.
Bro,
You understand?
what about
That's
some
why
rich Nigerian that's like son of a fucking, warlord? They could come here and claim the same shit if with the bullshit you're talking. No, dude, it's descendants of American slaves. Everybody else has to do their own payback, right?
So
we're talking about here.
Hold on. It's not your lane, bro. Like, why you know what I'm saying?
I don't understand it.
There are no lanes.
This ain't your lane,
It's
bro.
humanity.
Yes, it is, man.
And it's a problem we gotta solve.
It's not humanity, bro. There has never been a time on earth where all humanity dwelt in harmony and equality or any. It's never been that way, and it never will. Somebody got to be on top, and somebody got to be at the bottom. It just is what it is. That's why I say we don't have the same vision. You understand? Because we understand that. You don't. You understand? There's never gonna be equality, bro. So we not up here fighting for equality. You understand?
You're obviously not respecting it because we keep telling you you're not in this lane. But you keep merging into the lane, not even using a blinker.
You use the word equality different than I do. What I mean by equality is not like I'm not comparing you and me. I'm saying there should be the same rules for you and me.
Nothing, just
hold
merging over.
Hold on. I'm gonna give you a better understanding on what I'm.
Thank you.
We we want domain over the earth. That's what we want. We don't want equality. We don't want, you know what I'm saying, none of that. You know what I'm saying? We want to be on top.
Are we getting it?
I'm just straight like that. Just so you
Straight up.
understand.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
It just is what it is. Somebody got to be on
Depends.
top. We understand that there has to be a ruling class. There has to be someone on top. You understand? It ain't gonna be
So
no
we're
equality. It never will. It never has been. So
we're
we
talking
don't want
like
to be on the bottom. We
so
don't
we're
want to
talking
be on the bottom.
And I know that scare you.
so you're
But
basically
we're
talking
righteous
helter
people.
skelter.
We're not gonna harm you or anything like that.
Nah,
So
we ain't
you're
gonna
not
harm you.
so you're not talking like Charles Manson, like helter skelter?
See, y'all think we're like you. We're not like you. We're not
I'm
gonna harm
asking
you.
because of
That's
what
what
I
I just
just
said.
heard.
That's the
Like,
first thing that came to your mind. That's the first thing that came to your mind is that
well, you
if
just
you
told me
if
you
you're
just told me
safety.
you would never want to partner with me. So the
No,
next thing is like, well, do I need to fear? Do I need to protect
no, you
myself?
don't need to fear. No,
Okay, then I'm really confused now because what is that third option?
you don't have to. You don't. If your
You
parents
just stay over there and I just
with
stay
your
over
parents
here
being
and
your parents was
like
your what's on top,
like
right? Your
I,
parents was the one that ruled the house, correct?
hell no. I talk back all the
Well, that's
time.
in the white household. In a black household, the parents run the house. That's how it goes down. And we didn't fear
Till a
the
certain
parents.
age. Till a
We
certain
didn't
age,
fear the
but
parents or anything. We knew, if we did something wrong, then they would discipline us. But we didn't fear them. It's
how
the
many
same thing.
kids are out how many kids are out there killing people, not giving a fuck what their parents think?
That's you guys. That's why this shit is not gonna work.
It's
That's why this is
everybody.
not gonna.
Probably
That's why this is
mostly
not
the
gonna work.
Latino community, but I ain't trying to point fingers. It's everywhere, right? It's in every trailer park, right? And the trailer parks are all white, right? Let's just be real. Trailer parks are white, and that's
Well, just check this out. We're
that's
just
a
to
white
let you
ghetto.
know. Just to let you know, you're in good hands, like Allstate. Once we come in
Okay.
power, you'll be in
Well, I
good hands.
appreciate that. I appreciate that because I don't mean anybody any harm. Dude, I want to form a team against the 1%. That's my goal, right? Like the people that are keeping everybody down, the people that are hiding behind the veil, the people that are paying Bill Gates, right? The people above Bill Gates. Those people, we don't even know their names. That's how powerful they are. Fuck those people. And those people are the only reason that we're even arguing, you know? So, anyway, I don't want to argue. I love you guys. I'm sure I'm
You
a piece of
don't
work.
know me.
I'm a piece of work, man. My own mom thinks I'm a handful. So, whatever. But I mean well, I got no bad blood towards anybody. So, just know that, And
That's what's up.
yeah,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I appreciate you guys, okay? Love might be a little strong. I appreciate you guys, right?
Hey, you the dude that we were supposed to do that show about the educational system?
Yeah, dude.
And what was that show gonna be about? Cause I forgot. It's been so long.
It's just, why college isn't free, and there's a whole system behind that because they want more fry cooks and less people that are doing what they want, right?
Mm-hmm. Don't you think they have why do they have coding in trades in the white suburban schools, but they don't have it in the schools in the hood?
Well, I think apprenticeship needs to be everywhere, and
I
they did
asked you
away
why
with it.
does it not exist, brother? I didn't ask you to give me what you want. I asked you why doesn't it exist?
Well, no, it doesn't exist in suburbs anymore. It used to. I'm old. I'm 54. I took metal shop. I took wood shop. But
From what I
now
heard, it's still in the schools in the suburbs.
No, there isn't. There's no metal shop. There's no wood shop. There's no music class. Nope, it's all gone. Thank you, Ronald Reagan.
And that it still exists in the suburbs. So I'm gonna have to do some research on that.
Dude, dude, I grew up in Marin County, which is like the 5th richest county in the world, and my family was poor, but you know, whatever. Good school system.
That's where
is what I'm
Tupac is
saying.
from.
Exactly. Tupac was from Southern Marin, and my dad was his probation officer. Yeah. So, but now it's all gone. There's no, you know, you got to pay for sports. Used to be free. Now you got to pay out the ass if you want to play sports. There is no music program anymore. There's no, you know, yeah, they cut way back, and it's bullshit. And we're talking about the fucking a place that is just swimming in money, but they're spending it on everything else, right? There's private schools that are killing it. You know, Marin
Your dad was a
Catholic.
probation officer.
Yeah, deputy juvenile probation officer. He was a minister, and he was a marriage and family counselor.
Was he racist?
No, he actually marched in the Martin Luther King rally in 1968. And if you've seen that movie Mississippi Burning, those three buses of seminary students that went down there, he was in that 3 buses. So he far from racist. There were civil rights meetings at my house when I was growing up. My mom was huge in the women's rights movement. So my parents, like, I learned how to make signs and go on protest marches. My parents were in the paper when I grew up. So far from racist.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why don't you, if you got all of this experience from your family, why don't you have that type of movement going against your own people that cause the atrocities against black? You always talk about you want to be a part, you want to help. You know the best way you can help? Start put some fire under your own people's ass.
That's what I do, dude.
Hold your people accountable.
I do.
Okay. That's the best option to help.
Our government is the most racist, terrorist, fucking corrupt government in the world.
You know, we ain't talk about the government. Let's not play that game, because you know the people is a part of the government. The government would be nothing without the people.
True. Yeah, and 85 million crazy people voted for fucking Donald Trump.
Well, why righteous so-called whites like you not going at their ass, getting on their ass?
You know, I was just talking with my mom about that tonight, because my mom, you know,
I was saying, the righteous black man, he going out on the highways and byways, confronting drug dealers, confronting thugs, killers, prostitutes, waking his people up. He's not concerned what's going on in the suburbs. He's concerned what's going on in his community. And that's why you see brothers like Israelite brothers, they go out and they on the highways and byways telling their people to get right. You understand?
Yeah, San Francisco had the Guardian Angels.
So I'm just telling you, that's how you be
about the Guardian Angels.
What's that?
I forgot about the Guardian Angels.
Yeah, they're awesome organization.
You used to see them walking down the street.
Yep. Badass motherfuckers. Volunteering.
Yep, volunteers. I forgot about that.
Bad. It was like modern day, kind of like, the same energy as the Panthers.
Because I've noticed something, and what I see, it just made me realize that the end is near. But why all of a sudden there's this desperate push I see from a lot of white people that really trying to get with black folks and fight with black folks to help, quote unquote, call themselves bring change with black people? Why is the urgency for that right now?
I don't see color, bro. I'm trying to unite people.
See,
like
now
that's.
now you're not being real. Now you're not being real.
No, that's not. That's not true at all.
Color, man? How do you not see color?
I have these same discussions with people, no matter what their color are. That is what I'm saying.
But when you say you don't see color, though, yeah, right, like That's not exactly like it don't matter what discussions you have or what, you know what I'm saying? You 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 know if this person is black or if this person is white or if this person
Right.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But
Ain't
what
no
is
such
your,
thing as
the most important thing is what is your intention, right? What is your intention? Where's your heart? That's what matters, right?
I see color. I'm not colorblind.
I've played sports my whole life, and I've played with people of every color.
You're
And
passing the ball
you
to
don't.
the wrong team.
So you didn't see if you had black people on your team, you couldn't see if they were black or not.
I'm not saying I
Like
don't
you
see
didn't.
color, but I'm not. But
So
what
if
I'm
you
saying is
if you
if
had
I'm
to
playing with you,
if you had
it
to
doesn't
report
matter.
a crime, if you had to report a crime, and they asked you for a description of the perpetrator of the person who did this crime, how you gonna describe it?
Well, unless I was like my house was broken into, my car was broken into, or I was physically beaten up, fuck the police, right? They're not going to help. So start there, right? Like fuck who calls the police? Are you kidding me? Handle it, right? Just handle it.
Go smooth.
But if if it's something serious and you gotta like get involved, then whatever, you give the best description you can. But I mean, I think the answer you were looking for is like 6 foot tall black male. But no, I wouldn't say that. I would give the most accurate description that I could.
And you would, bro. Yes, you would, bro. If I had to report a crime and I seen it and the person was white, I'm gonna say it was a white man. He had this color hair. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So on and so forth, bro. The same way you would do if it was a black man. Like, come on, man.
The
If it
only
was a
time I've
black
had
man,
somebody, I had a guy I thought I was drunk. I thought I was sneaking into this girl's room that I was having sex with. It was the wrong place. This guy, I thought I was rubbing on her head. This guy was sleeping in his bed. He rolled over, put a 45 to my face. He was a Filipino, 5 foot tall male. He was pretty buffed. I'd say he weighed about 180. He was pretty yoked. Only 5'5", but like 180 because he was way thicker than me, right? So I could give a description, bro. But I'm not going to go, oh, it was a tall black guy. I'm going to tell you what I saw. And the guy that put a fucking gun to my forehead was a fucking small little Filipino dude, but he would have kicked my ass without the gun. I'm going to tell you this right now. He was buffed. I was just trying to get laid. I went in the wrong place.
But you beating yourself up with your own comment, because in your comment you gave a description that said he was Filipino.
I told you before that I would tell the exact description of what I saw.
Well, let me give you my honest opinion. When I hear people saying they don't see color, that's a turn off right there. That let me know that they full of shit, and they just want to sound good. They want to sound deep, and you know, it's to me, it's not sincere. It ain't genuine, man. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
I'm glad
Like
you're seeing
I corrected it after that. It doesn't color my viewpoint.
True colors.
Right? It doesn't color my viewpoint. Of course, everybody sees like face value, but I try not to judge people by face value, right? Like, don't judge a book by its cover, right? Like that whole fucking thing, right? Like, who is the person?
Well, say that from now. Say you don't judge a book by its cover.
Friend or foe, first off, right?
And let me tell you what my issue is. Another thing, just from my experience, I can't speak no scientific fact, but just from my experience in dealing with people like yourself, a lot of people, a lot of times when you deal with my experiences with a lot of white people, they could be genuine, they could be friends with you for years, they could be cool, but the day mad day come, when mad day hit, then the true colors come out and you see what's really lies in their mind and in their heart. That's when you become that nigger. That's when you become that nigger, you people, and all other kind of shit. You know?
Whoa, damn.
Yeah.
No, people can't flip like that. Like either
Well, shit.
either
Yes, they
you've
do.
been either you've been
Brothers on the
stifling that
panel, am I
word.
lying? Am I lying,
Either you've
brothers
been
on the panel?
either you've
Nah,
been stifling
like
that
I
word
said,
your whole life and
like I
trying
said,
not to say
when
it,
they come up
right?
here, and like I was saying, when he came up here at the beginning, trying to win people over with the Candace Owen and Colin Powell, I know what they're about. So I don't play into that. Oh yeah, he's telling the truth type of BS. I know what they're about. They do that kind of shit to win you over. You're never gonna win me over.
They?
I see through your trickery.
They. So now I'm just like one of them.
You, white, you.
Really? So you're talking about all white
I don't
people?
see it that way though, but yeah, I feel what you're
God
saying.
damn, dude!
You're
Like that.
You're right. That's a good point.
That's straight up racism, bro.
You got to treat them all the same.
Really?
Regardless of where it comes from, big brother, the truth is the truth. If a nigga's a fucking coon, he a motherfucking coon, regardless.
No, I understand that. I understand, and I feel that they are as well. I'm not denying them being a coon. I'm not denying it.
Wow. You guys are tripping me out right now.
I'm just saying this cat right here, don't. I know what he's about, so I can't allow him to see that it's any type of division. I'm always going to show unity. And then behind closed door, I can text you and be like, yeah, I feel like they're coon, but I ain't going to let him know that I think that.
Damn. See, I would just straight up tell you, oh, that guy's a white trash piece of shit.
I've been telling you that. I told you that since you came on the panel.
But no, I'm not talking about a specific person. And if I was, I would tell you that. But I wouldn't wait till I was with only white people to say that. And you just said you would do that.
Oh,
that's crazy, fucking racist shit.
Oh yeah, we got to do that because
so that's like separatist. So you guys are for black supremacy?
Wait, hold on, bro. Don't come trying to put no label on us. Cut it out. Let me say this.
Because it doesn't sound like you want to get along.
Hey man,
it sounds like
you're
telling me I'm the enemy.
Like Django said, with us in power, and you got all scared and whatnot. I said to you, I said we're not going to harm white people. We're not like that. You kept on saying that we would. We're not going to do that. We're not like you.
But I don't even like white supremacy groups, bro. They scare me.
Because you guys harm people.
Hey man, check this out.
What do you mean, you guys? I'm saying I don't like those people. Those people over there that are white supremacists. I don't like them. I got nothing to do with them, and they scare me. So don't say you people. That's a huge insult.
Hold up,
man.
Hold up, bro. Because I see what you're doing now. You trying to make a premise instead of run with. Let me say this.
I'm just trying to figure out where you're coming from, because you guys are telling me we don't want to get along with you.
Bro, would you stop cutting me off, bro? Please. Listen. I know according to the scripture that I read, Esau will be destroyed, okay? I know what their destiny is according to the scripture. But I still don't believe all white people are bad people. I don't believe all white people are bad people, but it's so many wicked that, most black people just have trust issues, man. They don't trust the white man, bro. The white man's history, his history shows different. I just told you my experience through my history, what I've experienced when Mad Day comes. And if we look all throughout history shows what the spirit and the vibration that the white man rock off of. Now that don't necessarily mean they got good and bad white black folks. They got black folks that's Israel, but they wicked niggas. You understand? You got good and bad and everything. So don't go trying to paint no narrative that we all on here some kind of supremacist group. Like, nah, man, it ain't even like that. You got good and bad and everything. But where we are, We just feel like the like-minded individuals that's about building their people up. That's what we about, and we don't want no help from the outside. The only way that you could help is by holding your own people accountable. And we got this over here, man. Let us build out. We got a lot of healing to do, man, from your people. Your people have caused a lot of psychological damage for hundreds of years to our people, man. So we need to heal, bro. We need to build ourselves up, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is at the end of the day, man. It's beautiful. It's all good. If I see you, you and I can work together. We can hold a conversation. We could be cool with each other. Hell, we might could go sit and watch a game and drink a beer together, have a business meeting. You understand?
Yeah.
But at the
Cheers,
end of the
man.
day, man, it's when it comes to the plight of our people and building ourselves up, we need to come together and build ourselves up, man. It's just that simple, bro. We don't have time. We don't have time to be sitting up deciphering who good and who bad. You know, asking you who is your father and who is your mother. And we ain't got time for all that shit, man. Like for real, man. We gotta build, bro. We gotta
Thank you
build
for
with
the breakdown,
like-minded individuals.
thank you for the breakdown, because now that makes sense to me. Okay,
Yeah,
I was
man.
I
know
was
y'all like
trying to
run,
figure it out before.
cause the shit we say sound harsh, and y'all like to run and say we a hate group and get us put on the FBI watch list and all that kind of shit, man. Ain't nobody trying to harm nobody, do no bad to nobody. Ain't nobody trying to do all that shit, man.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody looking to harm you.
I never said
Because
that.
because far as how we feel, the vengeance is the Most High. The Most High gonna do. He the one gonna get nasty. The Most High the one gonna bring the destruction, bro. So like we ain't tripping. Now when that time comes, he gonna put the spirit on his people to rise. But I mean, man, we just trying to build ourselves up, take care of our families, build ourselves up as a nation where we can provide opportunities. We want our kids and our grandkids and our great grandkids to have privilege. Like when we go on jobs, we see where the grandfather, the father, the sons, and the grandsons all have been privileged enough to be the opportunity to be passed on for those generations that passed down. We can't do that.
Yep.
Very few of us have that opportunity to provide those provisions for our families.
Straight up.
So we want to build some privilege for our kids. Where I know my kids and my grandkids could carry the legacy on and be great in whatever legacy that we build for them. You understand? When we go in police departments, firemen, in every aspect of society, that my father, my grandfather, my great grandfather, they all, when it comes to the white community, you go to a family of police officers, a family of firefighters, a family of doctors, a family of lawyers, a family of this and a family of that. And when you come to the black home, it's a black man that got the opportunity that he could get and bust his ass and broke his neck to hang on to what he had to take care of his family. You understand? And that's the narrative we trying to change, my man. That's all. We want to be able to get some privilege to ours, just like y'all have had for hundreds of years to get privilege to yours. Now, you being a white man, if you ain't take advantage of your privilege, because I hear your daddy got a solid background, that's your fault that you didn't take on that opportunity.
I'm not blaming anybody for my mistakes.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to get you an understanding because the people like to think we were operating off of hate, and hate is not the issue, man.
No, I just asked questions because right, you guys said I don't want your help. I don't want to join with you. So I was like, okay, well, are we enemies then?
So listen.
It's an obvious next question, right?
we look at historical facts. Every time a black man have had a mission and somebody come in and say they helping, it's been torn down. Like Big Body always say, the LGBT community came in and took over the Black Lives Matter. I mean, everything the black people try to bring together, put together, it get broke down by somebody coming from the outside.
There you go.
You see?
Yep. That makes sense. That's what the same thing happened to Occupy, right? So I totally get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing happened.
So hold on, we got a visitor that's leaving a message. Let's see what else
So
is got.
I just want to say I got nothing but respect, and
Appreciate
we
that. Hold on
might not.
Hold on 1 minute, my man. Let's see what this brother got to say.
Yeah.
40, I'm not gonna lie, brother. I do business with tons of black people. All right, actually, the majority of my clients are black. I have no problem with black people at all. If you're a normal sense black person in here, much love to you. But 40, I'll tell you what, man. If I saw you in person, I would punch you in the mouth, and that's it, whether you were black, white, or Mexican. I really would. I would absolutely fucking rock your fucking. I would fucking rock your socks off with my fucking fist. That's for sure. Fucking ignorant motherfucker. Big boy, I actually respect that, man. I actually really do respect what you just said. Yeah, man, I think that black people building themselves up is definitely a great thing. I think that's fantastic. I think that's fantastic that you're trying to do that. I'm saying that it's going to be a lot easier with the help of other races, but if you guys just want to do it yourself, that's cool with me. That's cool with I'm sure nobody would mind that. I just think that it would be a lot easier for you guys to rise up with white people who would be willing to help you out. But that's just me, man. That's my take. But to each his own. To each his own.
So I was at Occupy here in New York City. It was ruined from within. You had Antifa in its infancy pushing that Marxist bullshit, and it became from anti-New World Order, which used the markets, artificially inflated the markets, deflated the markets, to, rich people bad, we must punish them for their success. They're not giving us money. Are you working for it? No, we shouldn't work. That was what was wrong with Occupy Wall Street. And honestly, you're right. Every other movement is tacked on to any other successful movement.
Alchemist, you couldn't tell the difference between your wife and your cousin. All right? Go to your fucking bed, man.
And honestly, Black Lives Matter turned out to be a fraud because the people on top were getting rich without helping the black community. If I started a movement, Latino Lives Matter, if I got all that money, the first thing I would do would be build affordable housing in struggling brown neighborhoods and give microloans. Hell, if I was black and was running Black Lives Matter, I would be rebuilding Black Wall Street.
Right? Good point.
Huh?
Very good point, right?
I hear you. Anybody got anything they want to say? I'll go to some more messages.
Well, I just want to say, you know how fucked up our education system is. I only learned about Black Wall Street after George Floyd got killed, murdered. Right? Because I heard about it on the internet, so then I investigated, watched a whole documentary on it, 3 of them. Like, holy fuck. It was the military, the police, and a crazy-ass mob of orchestrated people. But the military, the police, so it was government done, right?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Fucking it's genocide, basically, right? I mean, you're wiping out a whole city. Burned to the ground. Brutal.
I think your grandparents deserve to know how to spell the word acre. Yeah. So I was robbed by black people when I was young. Can I get some reparations for that? Please, thank you.
Wow. No, but you know what? You can have a white person tell you to fucking eat a dick.
You see color, man, because you believe in people being colors. That's how you with the shit, you know what I'm saying? But people ain't colors, though. You know, people have nationalities. Since we don't know their nationalities, we have to look at them as color of law, the book I was telling y'all to get, you know what I'm saying? But people ain't colors, man. colors tie into like slavery, and color ties into saying racism and things like that don't exist, you know. And color don't exist either because people can't be colors. Only things are. You know what I mean? Peace.
Man, people be wanting to be so literal, man.
People try to be deep, bro. It's everything has a color to it except for water or ice or something. Cause it's, you know what I'm saying? Except anything clear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everything has a color. You talking about nobody is a color or whatever. Yes, you are. Our skin, you know what I'm saying? A dark race, our skin is different shades of brown.
My
You know
point,
what I'm saying?
my point when I said that is if we were standing next to each
talking
other at a
about
bar,
we're not talking about what you said. We're talking about what dude was just saying. What the dude that just commented was just saying. We ain't talking about what you said.
right? So we're ultimately talking about what I said. I don't see color, and you guys are riffing on that. What I meant is if I'm standing next to you at the bar, I more look at like, are you some Ferrari driving dude that I don't have nothing in common with? Are we in the same arena? Am I going to talk to you? How am I going to talk to you? Right? Like,
Come on, man. Let's stop living in a fantasy land. If we in a bar together, you turn to see me standing there, you gonna say, "Hey, who is this black dude?" Because I know damn well if I'm in a bar and I look and see you, I'm gonna say, "Who is this white boy? Who is this white guy right here?" You understand?
no, I was in a bar earlier.
And I'm not saying that to say it's nothing in a hateful way, but you gonna recognize
That's what I'm saying. Like people be like, just be
next
real about it.
I judge people by class.
We're not saying judge. We're not talking about judging someone. We're just talking about an observation. You know what I'm saying? When you make an observation, you notice that this person is black, white, Chinese, Japanese, Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, like that's just an observation.
Just in the same way you notice what hat they're wearing.
Exactly. It's a black man in a red shirt with some white shoes on and some blue jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like what the hell?
But to me,
come on, man.
But to me, that doesn't mean shit. Now, is that a cool person? Right, like somebody who's friendly and like wants to sit down and have a drink, or is it somebody who thinks they're holier than thou? Or right?
We didn't ask what it meant to you. We're just saying, just on initial observation, we all see color, bro. Like, come on, man.
But
you're being so literal.
To tell the truth,
you're being so literal.
On what you're saying, I don't know your name, bro. I keep looking at the phone.
Dave.
If we do another thing, if we do base it on color, you got to realize where that derives from. That derives from your people. Do you remember the movie The Birth of the Nation, when white men took a thing and put black paint on their face to build a narrative about brown people and say that they was known for raping women? Come on, man. Like, people always have an issue with black people calling themselves black or white. And this America, man, that's how people operate, man. Like,
right.
I mean, say for instance, we stop using the term white and black, or whatever. We start claiming our nationality. Do you think that's gonna cause the people in this world, this government? You think that how you identify yourself to a cop is gonna change a racist cop for how he view you? He's still gonna look at you as a nigga. He's still gonna look at you as a nigga that's possibly from the ghetto that sell drugs or pimp women. You understand?
Sad but true. You're right.
So I think we get so hung up on this how you identify yourself shit. Like, that's really the answer to bringing change. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I think conversation is the only way to bring change, realizing there really aren't that many differences other than like how much fucking money somebody's making.
The only thing that brings change is a war. That's why the history of this earth, this world is war. It's always been war. That's the only thing that brings change, man. It just is what it is. That's what a lot of people don't want to accept, because everybody got this false sense of, hope, this hippie mentality.
It's scared.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the shitty thing about humanity, right? Like, you're right on that point. Like, we usually don't change unless we're forced to change. Like, even in our personal lives, right? Like, you get stuck in a rut, you get comfortable, and then, like, your girlfriend leaves you, like, oh shit, I better start working out. I gotta meet a new woman, right? Like, all of a sudden you change, right? Like,
A lot
even
of
on a
shit
small
finna change
level,
for America, I tell you that. 'Cause the way
right?
China and Russia and all these people standing up against America, man, shit real.
It's about time. We've been assholes
They
to
go
everybody
around
for far too
and
long.
they have a physical war with every other nation, but right here with us, they want to have a psychological war.
I mean,
That's
it's about.
But if it ain't broke, why fix it?
We've been bullying the whole world for like 50 years, since World War
Exactly.
II, basically, right?
Yep.
So it's about time somebody takes us out at the knee, really, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Just being real. I'm not saying I want that. I'm just being real. Like, if I was Russia or China or any other country, I'd be like, fuck them. 1,000 military bases telling everybody what to do, blowing up the whole world. Fuck all that.
About that nation. I wasn't talking
Right?
about another country. I'm talking about us, black people, us as a nation.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Right here in this country. We're a nation within a nation.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes, sir. See what this message say.
All right, first of all, guys, biology. There's. I hope everybody on the panel understands that there's literally no difference between a black man and a white man. Any significant differences between a white man and a black man. The only difference is we're biologically the same. Same brain chemistry, same body, same everything. The only difference is the melanin production in the skin. That's literally it. And there's no biological effects to that. We are really not much different at all than other people. And for the motherfucker who said, oh, the only thing for change is a war. Well, motherfucker, listen. If you want war, all right, I'm certainly not going to back down from you or anybody else. All right, so if you guys get into a war, you're going to lose. So I would not advise doing that, because you guys would 100% get your asses whooped.
See that? You hear that? You see that? You hear that mentality right there?
Yep.
So
he went all Charles Manson on you all of a sudden.
Look, you missed my point. We never said anything about waging war against anybody. But the point is, he was like, we need he said the only thing that's gonna bring change is sitting down and talking, and my point was that that's not true. History shows that that's not true. The only thing that brings drastic change is war. This is why there's always been wars. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no just sitting down and talking it over. Nah. But, secondly, you say that genetically or biologically, you said biologically we're all the same. Brain makeup, all this stuff, this, that, and the third. That's not true. And this how you know it's not. This is why the simple fact that we are not the same is why your people, white people, were experimenting on our people ever since we got over here. You know what I'm saying? Ever since y'all brought us over here, y'all been experimenting on us because we are not the same. They're trying to figure out why we are the way we are, because we're not the same. It just is what it is. From the brain to the heart to the. This is why you think it's so many of our women missing and so many of our people missing, because they harvesting
our organs are stronger. You understand? So on and so forth. This is why there's a human trafficking. What's the word? This is why human trafficking is going on, and they have a black market for organs, black people organs, and most of us know, because not everybody don't know about that, but a lot of people know that that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they also look at it with, you know, the poison they put in our community as well, the fast food, the cigarettes, the fucking alcohol, the guns. They're like,
they do
how
all
are
that
these
too.
motherfuckers? How are these motherfuckers still alive? We
Exactly.
poisoning them, and we're doing everything to them, to their community, and these niggas won't die.
Yeah. That's why they do it. That's why they doing this. That's the whole reason for the, you know, with the poisoning us, because of, you know, we're different. You know what I'm saying? We different. There's a big difference between us and y'all. This is why they want to poison us in the first damn place. This is why they want to do the things they do to the food to weaken us. You know?
Why are they poisoning me?
Man, you just collateral damage, man.
Yep, collateral damage.
That's all it is, man. Collateral damage. Because they really can't control. They can control somewhat on where this poison goes, but for the most part, they can't. They'd rather just do a blanket, you know, thing or whatever, just to make sure they get who they need to get. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like dropping a nuke. You know, it's just gonna be collateral damage. It's gonna be people that's innocent people that get, you know, that's gonna, you know, suffer from it. It just is what it is.
You're the pawns of the chessboard. You're the pawns.
Right. Yep.
Because chemtrails gets all of us, right?
Yeah. But the whole point is to get us. You just the collateral damage. That's what, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. You know? It is what it is.
You're here to talk about, you know, we're all in this together. You know, we gotta go up against the 1%. You know, they like Django just said. You know, you're not here. I mean, you're only here for one purpose, and that's just to put in the community to go along to get along, to get people like you know, individual like Man Baby to think the way he's thinking.
To be a tax-paying cow, right?
Exactly. So you can go ahead and Alchemist, let Man Baby know I said that.
What happened?
What's going on last days? Rose City.
Peace to the gods.
How's everybody going?
No, motherfucker. Listen, that's not the case. The reason why, yes, we did. Before we thought that we were different, but we found out that that's not true. We learned more about biology. We learned more about shit. We learned how the brain worked. We knew the differences. We ran tests and found that we're actually all the same. We're not any different. The melanin in our skin is the only thing that differentiates a white person and a black person. And the only reason why that is because some people were more exposed to sunlight than other people. Okay? There are different variations of skin, but besides that, we're pretty much the same. Okay? If you look into biology, there is literally no differences. Let me ask you this. Name one difference. Name one significant difference in white man and a black man besides the melanin in the skin. There is no scientific evidence of anything like that. It's all been debunked. It's all been disproven. So,
well,
we physically stronger.
Melanation is huge. That's all it really takes.
We physically stronger.
But that comes through our melanation. That's all through melanation.
We physically stronger.
The physically stronger part?
Nah, Alchemist, you wrong. You see, the brown man and the red man are different, okay? First and foremost, one's brown, one's red. Secondly, the red man has studied himself, his own people, his own nation, and he's found that he shares DNA with something called a canine, which would be a dog. You see? Which explains a lot. Brown people do not share DNA with dogs, nor do we grow tails like the red man. The red man grows tails. They're born with tails. Did you know that? Not all of them, but some of them. Look that up on Google. Look it up.
It's a lot of differences, but
we do grow tails. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's the reason why.
There, human beings used to have somewhat of a tail.
No.
We're talking
No.
That's why.
Not all human beings. Not all human beings.
That's where your tailbone comes from. Yes, we used to have a tail.
Nah, bro. No, y'all did. We didn't used to have
we
tails.
never had a tail.
We didn't. We never had
That's
that.
why we don't get fleas either, or lice.
Yeah,
Whatever
we
you wanna
don't.
call
We
it.
don't get none of that.
Oh, some people get lice. I've heard of it happening.
What does lice have to do with the tail?
We gotta be dirty to get. We gotta be extra dirty to get lice.
Well, and that's the only time it happens is with
without months of showering.
I've heard of it happening in schools.
Nah, bro. We all know. We're not gonna sit here and act like. Come on, man. Like it ain't even. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's just, there's really nothing to argue about, man. It's already been proven that we different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. So, y'all, people always talk about, oh, it's, being different is what makes the world what it is. It's what makes the world exciting, being different. But now when the difference is, leans more, the good part, the good side of being different leans more towards us. It's all, oh no, we all the same. Nah, man.
I mean, respectfully, I don't even think that that's where I'm coming from. I'm just saying that, like, what exactly was proven? No, I just want
Listen, man.
Rose City. Can I ask you something, man?
Listen, man. Different, man. Look at the way our hair grow, bro. Like, what you mean? That is biological. That's biological. We different, bro. No, bro, it's a biological thing, bro. It's a genetic thing.
Real quick, you're right. It's genetic, but real quick. So I'm not.
Y'all have blue eyes and green eyes and things like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all biological, bro. Like, we different, bro.
Okay, so can I get a word in real quick? So you're telling me that black people can't have a different colored eyes than black or brown?
It's not. You don't see it as much. It's rare.
Okay.
It's very rare.
Right, because of how long black people have been in certain environments, but also, yeah, because I have blue eyes mostly because of either mutation and also because of what's it called? Because of the sun, because my people weren't around the sun as much because of the conditions. I come from like Norwegian background, and if you know the area, I'm not saying I know everything that you're talking about. That's why I'm asking you for information. But like what I am saying is that there's a reason why my skin is as pale it is, and there's a reason why my eyes are the color they are.
And we know why, because the sun don't like some people.
So this is the thing. So for you to say that your skin color comes from because of where you were and you just
over thousands of years.
what's it called? I guess evolved, or your skin color. That's like saying that black people can become white because they wasn't in the sun. Like, no, melanin is you know what I'm saying? Melanin don't come from the sun. That's what y'all don't get. You know what I'm saying? Melanin just exactly. Melanin comes from the earth. The thing is, when you are in the sun, the people that have melanin, your melanin, I guess for lack of better words, it multiplies. You know what I'm saying? You get more melanin the more you in the sun if you have melanin. But if you don't have melanin, you just get burnt. You know what I'm saying? It's not activating. No melanin melanin can't be activated if you don't have melanin. That's the thing. So it's not about whether you was in caves or not, or this, that, and the third, because melanin comes from the earth. You can't lose melanin.
Okay, but regardless of that or not, I'm not coming from a place of being like, oh, because you're talking about like the positive or the positive parts of being from your culture or from your lineage. I'm not saying it from that. I was actually genuinely just asking what information you might have that I don't know, because you were saying that it was proven that we're like biologically different. So like I was just genuinely just asking a question. That's all.
Tails. Just look at you. Look at you and look at me. That's enough proof right there.
Actual scientific. No, that's not enough.
You know what my theory is?
What is science? What is science? If it's not enough for you, hold on, wait. If it's not enough, hold on. If it's not enough, listen. If it's not enough for you, that's not my fault. That's yours.
Okay, but
I don't have to prove anything to you. It's already been proven.
I was asking. You don't have to.
I don't. For what though? Like, why do I?
Come on. Listen,
bro.
I'm not. Listen, man.
But here's the thing, though, is when you talk about it in that kind of fashion, it's like with anything. It's like with history and shit. So, like, when you talk about it in just like a matter of fact, is that unless you're able to actually like substantiate what you're talking about and actually back it up, it doesn't automatically make it
What
true.
you mean with your forefathers' approval? Is that what you mean? We gotta have your forefathers' approval of what's the truth.
No, last days I was actually trying to make the point is that that's what my forefathers did. That they tried to actually use that. They try to do that where they say this is just a fact. That's what.
So
I'm
why not keep that same energy? Why not keep that same energy? Why everybody want to change up and why everybody want to be brown now?
What?
Hey man, I think this is a relevant conversation, bro. Listen,
it is, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
yeah,
it is, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's why I just said what I said. I'm not finna explain it. Like, it's if it's not enough to just looking at each other, then that's your problem, not mine, bro.
I mean,
like,
so listen. This. Hold on, family. Everybody really saying the same thing, I think, honestly, because the Bible. I stand on the Bible. Okay, even though that the Most High feel the way He feel about y'all as far as being Esau, He do tell us that y'all our brother. So at the end of the day, man, I'm not gonna go back and forth with that. He say y'all gonna be destroyed. He said Jacob he loved, Esau he hate. He told Rebecca, I think her name Rebecca. He told her you got two nations in your stomach. So even though we two nations, we still brothers. You understand? Like we come from twin brothers. One was red and hairy, and one was like the rest of how everybody else looked. You understand? So, I mean, we just be going in circles and circles, man. Listen, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is.
Right.
You know, it's just it's a fruitless
hey, big boy.
argument to have. Huh?
Hey, Esau broke the brotherly covenant, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no brotherly covenant no more. He broke that. That's what the scriptures say.
I think we're all half-breeds of aliens, and the aliens came down here and bred with 4 different races, and that's what gave birth to the races.
Come on, man. We don't want to hear that weak ass joke about we are aliens. Listen, but we got to do a class on that, bro, because I read in Deuteronomy that
that's a whole.
It say don't abhor an Edomite.
yeah,
That has nothing to do with the brotherly covenant, because the scriptures also tell us in Romans, if possible, live at peace with all men. But that don't mean, you know what I'm saying, that don't mean we gotta love everybody. We just gotta, if possible, exactly, if possible, be at peace. That's what it says, if possible, be at peace. But it was talking about amongst each other when it said that, but we still have to use that when dealing with other nations as well, because we gotta. We living amongst each other, so we gotta try to be at peace, but that's only if possible.
That's right.
True.
That's
true. And on that note, I want to wish you all peace. It's been a great conversation, but I gotta hit the sack, man.
You gonna team up with the aliens?
I know.
Hey, man, great conversation. Thank you guys, huh?
All right, bro.
Oh yeah, man.
Peace out.
To the motherfucker who keeps calling everybody motherfucker, all the messages that you sent, right? How about you replay that to your people, okay? Tell them. This is not what you need to tell people. Tell them those things, yeah? Because they don't seem to get that message, that everybody is the same. They think they are on the top of the hierarchy. So explain that to them, all right? Find a different venue.
That's right.
You guys are acting like this is like we're fucking aliens to each other. No, motherfucker, we're all the same fucking thing.
We are.
Don't you get that?
I'm gonna show you something.
If you look at the brain of a black man and the brain of a white man, it's literally the same fucking thing. The fact that you guys can't get past that either tells me that you're trolling or you're just fucking retarded. It's one of two things. It's either you guys are trolling everybody, or there's a big retard alert on, the majority of the people on this panel. It's one of the two things. But fair enough, man. You guys just love to differentiate, which is fine. But you guys try to wage war or anything, or do any of the stuff that some of you guys try to imply. Good luck with that, man. Certainly not going to do it to me. Definitely not going to do it to some other people. By the way, black people are not physically stronger than white people. There's no evidence of that either. There are strong white people and strong black people. That's retarded.
Bring it out, Django.
No, Django, that's not true either. You don't even know. No, that's not true. No, your body over generations and over thousands of years, your body's ancestors in a specific location will adapt to the sun over time. And over time, that body will get adapted to producing more melanin because of the amount of sun that they get exposed to. That's not true at all, man. You're literally, yes, what you're saying is true, but you're not taking into account that the body can adapt.
All right, thanks for tuning into another episode and another thing with Dave. Please follow, subscribe, and share. I'm on all social media and Another Thing with Dave. And keep seeking the truth.